Temple Loveli. I use they and he pronouns. I graduated in 2018 at the Solstice MFA program in fiction. Post-graduating from the program, I'm still very in touch with everyone here at the community. I still get updates, like I'm signed up for the Solstice email, but also still get personal updates. I think it also helps that one of my best friends who I graduated with is now the associate director, but even then they still stay in contact with people, they still keep up with them. I'm a graduate assistant this summer in 2023, which we talked about for a while. I still take their online classes. They also give alumni and students tickets to AWP. Which is like a writers conference, and that way like you stay connected with them there, and they have great readings I get invites to. So it's just like, not only is it the Solstice community, but you get through this while you're here and after graduation connection to a much larger writer community. And I have made so many friends and connections just from writers that I got introduced to after graduating that they happen to know that was at like an event or something. Things I like best about the Solstice community is like how considerate they are and how much they work to really make the program accessible to people. Like they think about the pricing for folks so that's accessible. They have grants that they put out, and they're always getting new grants and like scholarships for folks. They also have designed it as a low residency program so that people who have kids or full-time jobs can do this program and still foster that creativity that maybe they haven't figured out how to do with having such a busy, normal life. And also on top of that, they work really hard to make the program really small. So you get, each mentor during the semester only has about 4 or 5 students they work with individually. And so you get a lot of time. Like I was getting emails, not all mentors will do this, but I was getting emails from my mentor sometimes at 2 in the morning because she'd been thinking about my manuscript. I'm not going to get that in another program. And they keep workshops really small too for that too. So you get so much individualized attention. And same thing with they really listen to the feedback of students, what is being needed in terms of what do they want as guest speakers or new faculty, what are interesting topics, I want to learn more about this, or we want to diversify this. They're willing to do those topics, talk about indigenous rights and the different rights for trans groups and black and brown folks, willing to bring those speakers in and have those discussions. And that's one of the reasons I was comfortable coming here too. So as a writer, I think I definitely came in, I've been a writer for a long time. It's kind of been a survival mechanism for me. But Solstice made me feel more confident in sharing that voice with others, because I think it was something that I held really close to myself. And getting to experience people giving me feedback in a way that was trying to nurture what I wanted to say and who I wanted to be. They looked at my work and critiqued it and gave me craft feedback that was about how I wanted to write and focusing on my voice and making that accessible for me versus trying to make it consumable for public consumption or consumable for, any readership. They were who's your readership, and helping me focus on that and build confidence in that, while also being hey, if you want to market this, here's some of the strengths, weaknesses, how you could go around this. So it really helped me build that confidence in myself, and also just the feedback of having a community of people that even still are hey, are you working on anything? I want to read your new stuff. Do you want to submit here? I have a great people giving suggestions about places my work could go.